Okay, so a lot has gone on in the past couple days. This video is going to be rather serious. We're going to get into Jen Dent's recent behavior because, quite frankly, I am disgusted by it. We are going to get into everything to do with what happened with the spence, especially regarding Paige Christie and Adam. All right, I lied. Yapped for long enough in this part. I am going to be addressing the spence and their racism and their attack on Adam and Paige Christie, but I think this deserves to be its own video. We are not going to be reacting to Adam's video, but I have it pulled up because I wanted to make a point of it. I did not know that Jen Dent was doing this not even behind the scenes, publicly. I did not know. I've watched Jen's videos that he has posted to YouTube, a few of them, that was addressing the stuff with Adam McIntyre. But I did not see any of that behavior in it. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember that. I would have had an issue with it. So we're going to be getting into all of that. But first, I just need to clown on this 6 cents person. I've been calling them 6 cents, like 6 pennies, because that's all they're worth to me. I mean, they're not even worth that. So, in the time before I make a video, sometimes when there's a lot of loose ends like this, I will pull everything up beforehand and maybe a couple hours before I actually start to film, and just so I have it ready to go and I can just start filming. Today, I pulled everything up and I went out and ordered my falafel. I ate it, came back to film, and in that time, the spence has not only deleted their had already deleted their apology video. Sorry, ass apology. They deleted their apology video. Not only did they delete the video about the 3-hour video that they made, they deleted their entire channel. I mean, girl, if you if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. And they did. Loser. Like, damn. You're I looked them up. They're gone. Like it's crazy. Oh, Adam posted. So this is so ridiculous at this point. Oh my god. This person is such a joke to me. Oh my god. You felt the need to make a 3-hour deep dive, and you referred to it as a documentary. I saw it. You referred to it as a documentary, even though it was heavily opinion based. Well, from the parts that I saw, anyways, we'll get into it. You felt the need to post a 3-hour video, your first foray into drama commentary. If you didn't see their channel beforehand, I'm sorry I can't show it to you now, but most of their content was like talking about boundaries and like therapy talk, and like there was one video, a lot of the stuff was like, God, you kind of sound insufferable. There was one that was like, my most controversial boundary, you can't tell me about your trauma for 1 year. Okay. One was like, I can tell if you're a woman who is attracted to women. I don't know. I don't know. And this was their very first foray into drama commentary. And within that video, they came for 2 of the largest creators in the space two of the most well-respected creators in the space, not only by their audiences, but by a lot of, like, most people within the drama commentary space respect Adam and Paige Christie. That's just a fact. So I don't... Honey, you best learn to scoot before you crawl and crawl before you walk. And don't even think about running, because you will not get far. Clearly. Jesus fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you? First time you want to start drama comedy and you want to come for... This is like that spoon bitch with the cloak looking like an overgrown foreskin. What's her name? Disgruntled Spoon? I don't know. The one that is coming for Peter hard and came for like Paige and somebody else. Who was a Fancy Face? I can't remember. But like your first foray into fucking drama commentary, I did not get this level of backlash for my first... I've made a bunch of drama commentary videos now. I have not gotten this level of backlash. Like, maybe take that as a sign. Girl. Anyways. I just had to laugh. Like, you have to laugh. So we're going to be getting into this expense because this is where I don't think you know who you're messing with. Like, you wanted to come into the drama commentary space and start shit with everybody. Honey, sweetie, baby, toots. Who the fuck do you think we are? Yes, I have your apology video. Yes, I have the part of your video where you addressed Adam and Paige. Yes, I have your pinned comment. Yes, I have the description from it. Yes, I have Paige's comment from the video. Yes, I have comments. Yes, I have the thumbnail. Who the fuck do you think you're playing with? You obviously don't fucking know. Dumb fuck. Like, what? Who the fuck do you think, like, who the fuck do you think you're playing with? Drama commentary channels? Gossip tea channels? Mary, you don't think we're gonna have receipts? I went to the Wendy Williams School of Reporting. I have receipts for days, Mary. And also, Peter Mon and Fat Sajak taught me well. The fuck? You clearly do not know who you're messing with. And the fact that I saw you in your comment sections talking about how this was a real don't meet your heroes moment, talking about Paige, as if she was one of your heroes. If she was, maybe, just maybe, you would have given her the grace of actually watching her video before you spoke out of your fucking, the side of your mouth. Like, you spoke of your fucking ass. Oh, like, I don't even know what the... And you wouldn't have been so uncharitable and so, like, delusional in your thinking and, like, in your attack of her, which was incredibly fucking racist. I'll fucking say it. You're a fucking racist. Fuck you. God damn it. And the fact that you... I saw the comment. I pulled up the comment. I told you I screenshotted your comment section of your apology video. From what I saw, you did very terrible. Oh, look at Adam's title. 13 minutes ago. Worst apology ever. Girl. Alright. So, we're going to get into the suspense of it all. As you saw, I have everything. So, but before that, we are going to get into the Jen Dent of it all. Now, I want to make something very abundantly clear. I have posted multiple videos where I defend Jen Dent. And within those particular situations, I stand by my defense of Jen Dent. Particularly in the situation where she was victimized by Gabby Hanna and her fandom. I stand by my defense of Jen Dent. And I do not stand by any of her behavior since. I find it fucking deplorable and disgusting. And we're going to get into all of it. We're going to go through the entire fucking doc. Buckle in, folks, because we got a lot to go through. So, I have been trying my best to stay out of this entire conversation, but it has now gone way too fucking far because of Jen Dent. And the Sixth Sense, they titled their video "Adam McIntyre made Jen Dent the victim, the villain." What? 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 What are you smoking? Because pass it over. It must be good. Like I don't know what you're talking about. That's just not the case at all. And at this point now, Jen Dent has made herself the villain. Like, that is your own doing, baby girl. Jen, I'm aware that you subscribe to me, you follow me on Twitter. I've been cordial with you in my comment sections. I've appreciated you watching my videos. This is disgusting. I don't stand by it, and I'm not biting my tongue or mincing my words for anybody. I never have and I never will. Ask anybody in my life. And to the people who subscribe to me, you best believe that will always be a constant on my channel. I do not care. I do not mince my words. I do not hold back. I shoot from the fucking hip. If you've seen any of my canon of videos, you would know that. I'm getting... I largely have been trying to stay out of this conversation due to the fact that I did not want to add fuel to the fire. And I feel I was kind of getting frustrated because a lot of people were talking about this, making videos about Adam versus Jen, people talking about it, and I felt like it was just adding gas to the fire. Or not adding gas, but just kind of stoking the flames of the fire. At a certain point, though, a fire will go out no matter how much you stoke it. You gotta stop throwing logs in, Jen. It's you who keeps on adding gas to the fire. Stop fucking responding to things. Ignore it. At a certain point, you just have to let it go. I don't understand this fixation, especially on Adam. Now you've made him the person who has victimized you somehow. And he's as bad as Gabby Hanna. What? Are you like? I seriously don't understand any of this. It's so fucking weird. So all of this has been going on since Adam addressed Jen's video, and within that address, he also reacted to Jen's video and expressed that he felt very badly for Jen and had a lot of sympathy for her in what she went through with Gabby Hanna. He also apologized to Jen in that in the moment, and hindsight 2020 right now, I'm not feeling the same way at all. But in the moment, I was kind of disappointed in Adam's response. Not in a way that I would hold against him ever. Just in a way that was like, oh, live and learn, hopefully. And if and when something like this happens again, maybe hopefully it's better. And just like, that was pretty much the extent of it. That's as much as I thought about it. After watching his video, I stopped thinking about it. So I have seen only what Jen has been posting on her YouTube. I've been recommended a lot of her series on Gabby Hanna, which is an interesting choice, I have to say. bold of me to say, like pot kettle moment for sure. Spotted got it, I guess. I have an 8-part series and a total of 9 videos on Gabby Hanna, and this has to do with Gabby Hanna, so it's technically 10. I'm not the victim of Gabby Hanna. That's the very big difference between me and Jen Dent. There's a reason I haven't made an 8-part series on my abuser, because I was raised by an abusive narcissist. You dealt with one for the past 10 years, Jen. I was raised by one for 19. This is not me trying to compete in any sort of trauma Olympics, but what I'm saying is I've been in similar situations and I've walked in similar shoes. Okay? There's a reason I'm not doing an 8-part series on my abuser. That's not a healthy place for me to live in. It would not be a healthy mindset for me to exist in. It would only make me angrier. I would wake up angry. It would not be good for me. Going to therapy is extremely hard for me, talking about that. Let alone sitting at home alone, not working, consuming all of this content from my abuser. That's not something I want to do or will do. Maybe one day in a book, and it still will be extremely fucking hard to do. But even then, I don't even know if I will. I'm pretty open about what I experienced, but not the specific details, and it's a lot. And I try to hold that close to I'm also very aware of what happened to Tana Mongeau, and I'm frightened of that, so I try to be careful with my words. Jen, I don't think what you're doing is healthy, and honestly, it makes me worry about what's going on with you, because you are certifiably crashing out, mama. That there's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is called a crash out. This is a crash out, mama. It's not looking good. You should be fucking embarrassed. All the things you said, you should be embarrassed. Again, you should be embarrassed. So, like I said, I'll be honest, at the time, I was a little disappointed in Adam's apology. I think it, but like I said, I wasn't, I was disappointed in the moment, and then I pretty much was like, okay, what? And I thought that was the end of it. Because regardless of whether or not we thought the apology was adequate, he apologized. He took down the video with Alyssa, where he was charitable to Alyssa. And I have to question why you don't have the same vitriol towards anybody else who covered it. You even mentioned Evangelina. I don't mean to throw her under the bus. I'm not trying to. But it's odd that you have this fixation on Adam. It's weird. Especially due to the fact that you're now friends. You've been friends with Kodee Tyler. That's fucking weird. What is this rules for thee but not for me bullshit? Because in my book, Kodee Tyler is it is the exact same thing as Alyssa. They're the complete equivalent to each other. The fact that they hate each other is comical due to the fact that they are so similar. You are this angry at Adam McIntyre because he platformed Alyssa by reacting to their video, and you're friends with Kodee Tyler? Platforming? Friends with? What the fuck do you, where the fuck do you get off? Seriously. I honestly think it's beyond hypocritical. It, is this be, are you projecting on Adam because you feel bad about your connection to Kodee Tyler? That's embarrassing. Being friends with Kodee Tyler is embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Kodee Tyler, you're fucking weird. You're a fucking weirdo. I I, I I took this is the first time I've ever taken notes for a video. I don't really even take notes. I just put like a word or two, a word to three. So I just to that will spark just to remind me of something, of something I was thinking about. And under Kodee, I just put fucking weird and underlined it. Like I don't have anything else to say to you. You're a fucking weirdo. And Jen, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, what are we doing? What? So, like I said, I've pretty much only seen Jen's videos that she has posted, and I haven't even watched all of them. I watched the videos that said addressing my bullying of Adam McIntyre, and a few. I watched one or two of the other ones. I had just come off I just made an 8-part series on Gabby Hanna. I wasn't playing, like, I was not in the mood to watch any more content about her. I'm also not a this is probably going to sound redundant as a online commentator, but I'm not a scroller. Like, I'm not like on Twitter that often, not on Instagram that often. I am on YouTube a lot, but for the most part, I watch YouTube on my TV because I have a smart TV. So I just watch it on the TV for the most part. And so I did have not seen any of Jen's posts outside of YouTube. I have not seen a lot of what's been going on. And in retrospect, like I said, hindsight 2020, if some of this was going on before Adam responded, to which I think it was, um no wonder he responded the way he did. No wonder he was so defensive. Like, girl, Jesus fucking Christ. All right. I I did watch Peter Mon's video on this situation where he just started talking about it initially. I mean, it's literally right there. First recommended video. But and he was talking about in the video how he was speaking with Adam, and Adam was telling him like he thought that Jen Dent was rage baiting him, trying to get a response out of him. And I don't know. I'm not saying I don't believe that. I'm just saying I just questioned why. And then like I just kept on thinking about it. Like, why would she want to rage bait him? Like, what is the goal here? And it like has me wondering. Like, the only thing I can think of is like Gabby Hanna is not responding. The only thing that she's posted in the past while is the fact that she went on a fucking cruise with her dumb fuck husband. So she's not getting a response or a fight from Gabby. And the only sense that I can make of this is that she wants a fight, and she thinks that she can get one off of Adam because Adam responds and is willing to go back and forth and doesn't give a fuck. And she has not gotten, largely, she has not gotten many responses from Adam. So she has just gotten worse and worse and worse. And maybe that's the rage bait of it all. But if you're even within your rage bait, you don't get to just be a fucking bigot and then be like, oh, it was rage bait. No, 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 no. You still put that out there. You said it. You're comfortable with putting those things out there. You thought it. Like, you thought it up. Like, no. Whether or not she was rage baiting him, this is not rage bait. Because quite frankly, you don't get to hide behind that after posting all of this shit, Jen. It's fucking disgusting. And quite frankly, you have been attacking people with very broad brushstrokes. And when you do that, you're inevitably going to paint outside the lines. And there are going to be a lot of unintended consequences to your remarks. And in a lot of them, you have denigrated things that apply to me and people I love. So I don't. I've seen multiple things that you have said that apply to me. And it's offensive. I have to say. I don't know what else, like, leave out the ableist comments. All the other things you said, a lot of them apply to me. Me and Alyssa have a lot of the same experiences as adults. Sorry. I'm sure that makes you think less of me or see me as less than, but whatever. So even when I saw, or I before I saw this video, I watched I saw Paige's video, and I watched that, and I immediately watched Adam's video, and even before I watched Adam's video, I saw the title, and I was like, I'm staying out of it. Until I started playing the video, and I started to get extremely angry and disgusted, and I started to feel a pit in my stomach. I started to feel like it was like hot almost, like, because I felt I I just I've never I I I was shocked. I was not expecting this. It Anyways, I've yapped for long enough. After Adam posted this video, this is what Jen had to say, calling Adam King Joffrey. I get the reference, but I also don't. You're like, you didn't get an adequate apology from somebody, so now they're the most hated character in all of television. Have you ever thought about getting over yourself? Girl, if you want to make fucking Game of Thrones references, I'm about to take you through the fucking street feeling shame. Because shame on you. What the fuck is wrong with you? There's something going on, because this is not normal behavior. Maybe try a therapist's office? I don't know. Like, get off the fucking internet. Jesus Christ. Go breathe some fresh air. Touch grass, maybe. I don't know. So, since Adam posted his video, I for one would be embarrassed if I were you. You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. And the fact that you're not, And that says a lot. So let's actually refresh because there's probably even more. Someone clearly lives on fucking Twitter. Nope, not more. So she... At this point, I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of the comments she's been making. Helmets is a big constant in a lot of the comments that she's been making. Y'all got it fucking twisted if you think I'm jumping through hoops for abusers. Who's abusing? Like, who? Jumping through hoops for abusers? Who? Who? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I think it's funny that me talking on my own social media is harassing somebody, yet I have people commenting on my public Facebook posts and my Instagram telling me to kill myself. Well, girl, maybe you should take that as a sign to look inward. That's not okay that people are doing that, but that usually doesn't happen if somebody hasn't done something to piss a bunch of people off. Also, let's not act dumb. You denigrating an entire community of people by way of denigrating an entire another entire community of people, like, don't act stupid, Jen. You're not. It's not cute. Legit crazy ass people calling themselves morally superior need helmets. So we're going to get into it, but if you don't know already, the helmet is in reference to sometimes people with mental disabilities or cognitive disabilities require these protective helmets so they don't harm themselves. Most commonly, I've seen them used with children. They're very common with a lot of kids, but it's not just kids who use them. It can be adults. It can be anybody could need them because it is just meant to protect the head. It is one of the things you need to protect the most. So what Jen is saying here, and she has doubled down since getting called out by everybody, she is basically using it as a substitution for the R slur, I'm guessing, or special needs, something like that. I have no fucking words. I think if you've seen any of my videos, you can tell I'm not a pearl clutcher. I definitely fit into the dark woke faction of progressives, but never in a million years would I ever say anything with the implication or as a substitute for any sort of cognitive disability. Or where the fuck do you get off? And you have the nerve to come on your channel and complain to people about how you've had difficulty getting a job as a nurse. I know you've talked poorly about minimum wage jobs, but I worked at a minimum wage job. For 6 years, I worked at one job, and by the end of it, I was the assistant manager, and I was in charge of hiring. And there are pretty good social media policies these days. If I saw your posting history with one Google search, I wouldn't hire you in a million fucking years. To flip fucking burgers, bitch. I worked at McDonald's. And I worked my fucking ass off every single fucking day. I worked 48 hours a week, working my ass off. So you denigrating minimum wage jobs? Fuck you. And I wouldn't hire you in a million fucking years. There's these things called moral clauses, like social media policies. Pretty broad these days. And you're a fucking nurse. You don't think that there's going to be some patients that have family members or loved ones, friends with disabilities? One Google search. There's all of these videos out about you now. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I don't mean to weaponize your career against you. I don't think it's right. But you brought it to your videos. You brought it to the internet. You are the one who said you had difficulty getting a job as a nurse due to the trolls of the fandom of Gabby Hanna. Well, girl, buckle up, because you just gave them a full fucking magazine. The firing squad is ready. Jesus Christ. Lord Almighty. So you can see she's reposting, like, and the countdown to I was bullied starts. Like, if I'm canceled, why am I getting so many followers? Okay, first of all, that's embarrassing. Second of all, before a lot of this happened the other day, I saw your account because I followed you back. I didn't look through your posts, and honestly, I'm shooting myself in the foot for that now because I did not expect this from you. But as you can see, I've unfollowed. Gross. At that time, you had like just under 200. You have 217 now. Girl, please. Please. Come on. Like 20? Unless you mean on YouTube, like just, and you can see continuing to crash out. This is one of the fucking things. You here, King, you dropped your crown. This is the very specific helmet that I was talking about. So you can see, like, just continuous. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, Jen, but you need to get over it. Like, all this over. What? I don't. What did you want from Adam? Like, I'm trying to make sense of it. Because I thought what you would have wanted was him to take down the video about Alyssa, to correct his video on Alyssa, respond to your video, and apologize. He's done all four of those things, Jen. You might not have liked any one of them or a mixture of them, but that doesn't give you the right to continue this on forever. Like, let it go. You can choose. It is your prerogative whether you want to forgive him, whether you want to accept the apology. But regardless, you need to move on. Like, what are you still doing? I thought this was over. Like, I really, like, after your addressing Adam McIntyre, the bullying of Adam McIntyre video, I thought this was over. Like, I'm so confused by this. It is I'm perturbed. It is fucking weird. So before we get into this Google Doc, we don't know the person who made it because they want to remain anonymous. But before we get into it, I made a rudimentary little timeline because I needed it personally, and it helps for the video. So give me 1 second. Like I said, it's just a rudimentary timeline. because I needed a visual aid to remember that so much has gone on and it's been so long. I thought this was over, but no, Jen's carrying the flame, I guess. Somebody kirk me. Like, all right, so Alyssa's initial video was posted on June 2nd. Adam's deleted video, I don't know exactly when it was posted, but it was sometime between June 3rd and June 5th. Evangelina's video was on June 5th. I know that Adam's video was between June 3rd and 5th because Kodee Rants responded to that video, and I believe that it was the next day, and that video was on June 6th. Jen Dent's video was not until June 21st. My video on Jen Dent was on the June 23rd, and then Adam did not respond until he got back from VidCon in LA on July 4th. And then Jen's second video was on July 11th. So, this gives us a timeline of everything that happened that led up to this, to where we are, basically. All of the videos from Jen's side, Adam's side, and I also included Evangelina because I wanted to point out, again, I don't mean to throw Evangelina under the bus. I love Evangelina. She does great fucking work. She's very smart, analytical. I don't know how she stays so calm sometimes. She's very, very, she does great work. I'm just pointing out the double standard, okay? Like, I don't get it. It's strange. And she's not the only other person. I'm just using her because she has a big following too. Like, I don't understand this fixation on Adam, and the only reason that I can think of is the person who's staring at me on the screen right now under June 6th. Kodee Rants. That fucking loser? Seriously? Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, it's weird. You're being weird. So I'm gonna put that to the side so we can reference it later. Because there are gonna be comments going back to around Adam's first or second, like, this has now been going on for so long, and I guess Adam has just been sitting on a lot of it. I had no fucking clue. If I knew a lot of this earlier, I would have made a video on it. I would have, and I'm sorry that I did not. I was trying to stay out of it because I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to stoke the flames of this fire anymore because we have lost the fucking plot here. Somehow, Jen Dent has tried to make Adam into the villain. For what? Because you didn't like his apology? Get over it, gal. Like, I don't know what to tell you here. Like, get over it. That's all I have for you. Get over it. You have now missed the point entirely. Like, who is the real villain here? Because right now, nobody's talking about Gabby Hanna, and the devil laughs. Like, what are we doing? How are we here? You had... Your legacy on the internet could have been one of the best redemptions, vindications that we've seen in a long time. And now you have poisoned it. Why? Why? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, so let's get into this fucking Google Doc. I've talked about it and hinted at it enough, and we just need to get into it at this point. All right. So, like it says, and it's highlighted at the top, do not under any circumstances send hate or harassment to anyone mentioned. Don't do it, weirdos. Do not. Don't. Just don't do it. Part of the reason I was getting so frustrated with some of my other smaller fellow commentary channels for what I thought was stoking this fire was because are missing the point entirely. And like, regardless of whether or not you're trying to give what at the time I felt like, whether or not you're trying to give Jen good advice or whatever, whoever good advice, just it's not worth it. We all need to let it go and focus on the real villain here, Gabby Hanna. Like I don't. I'm so annoyed at the fact that we have gone so off track, and I think my content is evidence of the fact that I did not want to stoke the flames of this fire, because I made a fucking 8-part series on Gabby when all this was going on, because that is who the real problem here is. Like, I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how we shifted it to Adam versus Jen, and Adam's bad as Gabby, and Adam's not a fucking victim of Colleen, which you're fucking disgusting for saying, and you either don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or you do, and you're just trying to be intentionally cruel, which is gross. It's gross either way. Jesus Christ, I'm getting hot. Okay. So, update 8 out of 8. I added links to the archived tweets regarding her comments about helmets, and also added the most recent tweet she made, 8 out of 8, talking about you dropped your helmet. So, this was created because Jen has been doing and saying things online that are troubling to me. This wasn't created as a call out document, but rather just for personal reference to certain behaviors that were upsetting to me to witness. For context, I work as a researcher for a YouTuber. No, I won't name who. Sorry, that's interesting to me. Because it's probably for drama commentary. And there's only so many of us who can even afford researchers, let's be real, and who actually have them. That's interesting. No, I won't name who. Sorry. And as I was looking into this situation, I came across a lot of this content that was generally upsetting to me. These are all still, as of this moment, up on her Twitter or Facebook or YouTube, so you can go see their existence for yourself if needed. Disclaimer, I understand that Jen has been through horrific shit online. I don't think she deserves any harassment, and I 100% believe that Alyssa and Gabby were in the wrong in the situation against Jen and others. I do not support Gabby Hanna. Absolutely. I do not support Gabby Hanna. I think she is the real villain here, and I think that this is fucking ridiculous. Jen is the victim of Gabby Hanna, and she's saying a lot of deplorable fucking shit that I do not stand by. I have been anti-Gabby Hanna since Jesse's video in 2019, and I think she is weird and dangerous. I do not think that Jen deserves any harassment or hate sent her way, nor do I think she deserves to have her license revoked or any of the insane, unhinged shit weirdo stands of Gabby are saying. This isn't the purpose of this. Hear that, Alyssa? Fucking weirdo. This does not change anything. You're still a fucking weirdo, girl. However, she has said that what I consider to be damaging things. These comments would be addressed by the drama community in many other circumstances. I'm not advocating for harassment or canceling of Jen Dent. I simply think a denouncement of her comments would be more than enough, and instead I see many people either not aware that these have happened or simply turning a blind eye. On my case, I guess naively or stupidly, I don't know. I was not aware and ignoring certain things. What the damn hell was that? Bitch. Horror show. Science. Double feature. Okay. I was trying to ignore a lot of this, and even when I did watch Jen's videos, I was not going into the comment sections. Like I said, I watch a lot of YouTube on my TV, so I don't like it's just like I watch it like a show. It's not. I don't really go look at the comment section. It's not as easy when you're not on your phone or computer. So I guess I I don't know how. I'm sorry. I apologize that to my audience, to everybody, that I was not paying attention to this because naively I didn't think a lot of this was ongoing, nor did I know this was happening or being said. I, I don't want anybody to think I was turning a blind eye to anything. Like a lot of you, I was shocked when Adam posted his video. Absolutely fucking shocked. And I'm sure you saw my community post. I was already pissed because of watching Paige's video and how hurt Paige was like clearly was, and just like felt so. I was, anyways. I regret not looking into it further. I should have, and it was a mistake. I apologize for that. Also, I am autistic. I just wanted to get this out of the way because this tends to make me come off in a particular way. I'm trying to be as neutral and as normal sounding as possible. I hope that nothing comes across poorly. Girl, don't worry. It's okay. I think a lot of people in, especially drama commentary space, and a lot of people who consume drama commentary are neurodivergent in some sense, and which is why a lot of us have a problem with some of the things she's been saying. So we're gonna start off, or they start off with ableist comments against Alyssa. Starting off with multiple things she said about Alyssa's neurodivergence and self-admitted cognitive impairment. Does Alyssa have a cognitive impairment? And if so, what? Like, is it... Because ADHD is not a cognitive impairment. Or she just has neurodivergence. I'm assuming this person is the she that made this Google Doc. We'll say they. They just say Alyssa's neurodivergence and self-admitted cognitive impairment. I don't know fuck all about Alyssa, so I understand that like she might be an idiot, but I think mocking her for being disabled is just questionable. I mean, it's hurtful, and I understand she's saying these specific things about one horrible, awful person, but that doesn't erase the fact that ableism is not okay in any circumstance. I agree. Learning to add nickels at your big age is inspiring. Okay. Wait, are you disabled? Are you disabled or the smartest bitch on earth? I'm confused. LOL, it can't be both, you fucking waste of skin. So the implication that you just made is that disabled people cannot be smart. Like shooting very stupid fish in a very small barrel. Jen tweets the shooting blank fish in a blank barrel thing a few times because the posts that she's replying to are deleted. It's hard to know who she's referring to. She also says it in one of the posts about Gabby's ex Spencer, who is still harassing her. Who? I don't even know who that is. And in that circumstance, she was referring to Gabby, Robbie, and Co. Who's Robbie? Don't answer that. I know. Never mind. Ken. Sorry. Much needed laugh. Sorry. My bad. Sorry, bro. One of these Serious. I'm sorry. You have a job to do. Okay. One of the tweets is shooting very slow fish in a very small barrel, but I'm not sure if she means slow literally or she just means slow in the derogatory sense. Because of this, I'm not including this as evidence, but just to let you know this is a recurring theme. So, this is one of the comments from Alyssa's video that was to Jen. So this is a deleted comment from Jen that is not there anymore. Everything you just said is a lie as usual. Aren't you supposed to be in a padded room or a remedial class somewhere? I don't take issue with the padded room comment. As you say, as you know, actually I say that all the time. Or a remedial class somewhere at your big age just going to school. At your big age just going to school. Isn't your teacher looking for you? Jesus fucking Christ, what a goddamn idiot. Oh damn, I didn't know getting your GED at 24 because you can't sit still or follow directions was college prep. My bad. I did get my high school diploma. I walked across the stage at the end of grade 12, but I struggled very much in school. I had undiagnosed ADHD. I was going through a very, very tumultuous, hard time at home. I was overweight and queer, and I had a lot going on. I did graduate, but I did not have multiple courses that I needed in order to go back to school. And not only that, I I needed money to go back to school. I needed to move out and get my own place. And I'm still here 7 years later. I I didn't go back to school until I mean I didn't go back to college until I was 21. And before that, I had to go back to I went to community college and took remedial classes, continuing education classes. Do you view me as less than, Jen? Because I had to go back and take high school classes at a community college. Because I didn't have the proper credits. Am I an idiot? I don't expect everybody to know about ADHD or autism, but uh, reducing it to you can't sit still is incredibly offensive to me as somebody with ADHD. And I've seen you made comments about Ritalin. I've been prescribed Ritalin before. Do you have a problem with me? This is what people were talking about when saying you are offending other people in your comments. It's so sad, Alyssa. Why would you out yourself as the last supporter of a provable, sociopathic, manipulative, narcissistic abuser is beyond me. You celebrate that I know you. That's sad. You harass me. That's why I know you, and that's sad. But yeah, congrats, I guess. Your absolute lack of understanding, cognition ability, maneuver the actual world compared to anyone else in this story came in handy, my dog. And with that, I bid you a fond farewell to whatever minimum wage job awaits you. So, you don't even include me. There's a lot of fucking people who work minimum wage jobs. Not all of us were able to go to university or college straight out of high school. I don't know how you paid for college. My parents couldn't pay for me. I'm 40 $50,000 in debt. Maybe that's something you went through too. But I had a lot. People do things at different paces, Jen. Fuck you. Like, what do you like? What is your? Just because this person harassed you does not give you carte blanche to be a fucking asshole. The fuck? Like, I worked at McDonald's for 6 years. Am I less than? I'll wait. Like, LOL, as far as Alyssa, this is your final destination, grasping for attention, claiming you personally spoke to someone you idolize online for all the wrong reasons. It's honestly sad. Well, that's true. Focus on your GED and your weight loss. Okay. Invest in some singing lessons. I mean, probably use that. Tone identification training, a general note you can try to emulate without sounding like a dying mouse. I don't know. I mean, rude, but I'm not going to say it's not accurate. I'm sorry. I wouldn't probably go and say it myself, but in college, learning how to add two nickels. Okay. I remember when she said that she was Gabby's forensic analyst. Yeah, a whole arsenal of analysts. I don't know why this is included. I mean, the replies are included. I understand why you would have an issue with her saying she's learning how to count two nickels. In college, learning shapes and colors. Okay. Well, shit, maybe one of her remedial professors can explain how it's illegal to cut and paste a signature from one document onto another. Here's hoping. Okay. Cat just jumped off something. Good luck in remedial coin counting. Yeah, I was in college at 24 too, getting my bachelor's. Congratulations. Good for you. And what now? Would you like a fucking cookie? Like I said, people do things at their own fucking time. People do things at different paces. You're 52, jobless, sitting on the fucking couch, complaining about 24-year-olds. Is this why you're so perturbed by Alyssa? Because right now you're behaving like her? Or them? I don't know what the fuck she goes by. I don't really care, but like, I don't want to be bigoted when I talk about her. I think it's them. They? I don't know. LMAO, leave it to Alyssa to decide to go to school when everyone else is in the job market at her age. LOL. I didn't go to college until I was 21. And I chose not to follow up with that career path. If I wanted to go find another career, I would have to go back to college. I don't think there's anything wrong with what Alyssa is doing, trying to better their lives. Like, good. I'm glad they're not just sitting at home, m- crashing the fuck out all the fucking time, attacking everybody, just looking for fights. That would be you. Calls coming from inside the house. Obviously, with all the accounts you keep making, isn't it time for your Ritalin? He muted. I've already said I've been prescribed Ritalin before. You have a fucking problem with that? Do you? Jesus fucking Christ. The fuck is wrong? Like, what is wrong with you? Seriously. Do you need a hug? Like, you can get it from me, but like, you can go ask somebody else. I'm sure they'll give it to you. The above tweet is addressed that 6 cents will give it to you. Well, actually, they've cut and run. Oh, my cat is going crazy. My pussy's got crazy. Anyways. The above tweet is addressed to an account that she is accusing of being a puppet account of Alyssa's. Okay, well, that's probably the most likely true because I've seen a ton of them on every platform. I mean, I guess if all I knew of the world was my bedroom, my mom making sure I took my medicine, and remedial classes, I would be internally online. Also, I'm gonna go back up here and say read this. The call is coming from where? Oh, inside the house? Oh, right. The call is coming from inside the couch. Inside the couch. Inside the house. Sitting on the couch. Manically posting on Twitter all day. Yeah. You should be fucking embarrassed. Like, you're literally, like, this, you're a joke at this point to me. Like, this is just fucking ridiculous. My God. Dude, try harder. It should not be that evident that you are trolling for yourself and talking to yourself. Where is your helmet? Does your mom have your heart? Jesus. Does your mom have your harness? Your harness? Go to her and tell her you need your harness and a CBD treat. Try to calm down. Jen, your best friend is the mother of a special needs child. Would you be okay with me talking about him that way? Would you? Would you be okay with somebody acting a fucking fool on Twitter, tweeting every single day, denigrating him? Would you? I would like to know. Because as somebody, as the best friend of somebody who is the mother of just a developmentally delayed child who has been reaching all of his fucking milestones just at a delayed rate, I'm fucking disgusted. And regardless of my love and adoration for that little boy, I am disgusted by your fucking comments. Fuck you. I know, I love that for her. that she can actually go to school and learn basic educational information at her age. I'm proud of her. Hey, at least I'm not in remedial classes my mom drives me to. Maybe you should be in therapy that somebody's driving you to. Maybe your mom needs to take your phone away. Really, like, I don't know if your mom is in your life or where she's even living, and I don't mean to call her out. But, girl, really? Have you ever heard of a fucking journal? You know that Twitter is not your fucking personal diary, right? We can all see this. It's gross. These are inside thoughts. And even then, I think you're gross for having them. Okay, Alyssa, thank you for the compliment. So this is Alyssa commenting from her own, like, the fan accounts that she's made about herself. I mean, if being cognitive... I mean, if being a cognitively impaired adult who is dependent on their mother is a flex, go for it. Eat shit. Like, eat fucking shit. I'm not mincing my fucking words. Fuck you. I would not hold back for anybody else, and I'm not doing it for you. Fuck you. Just because you were a victim in the situation with Gabby Hanna and her fandom does not give you the right to do this. To act a fucking fool. Because here you are, your name is fucking Boo Boo, bitch. Boo Boo the fucking fool. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I don't care about what that Alyssa account has to say. Uh, she talks about how she's cognitively impaired. So, and then she puts the Regina George gif, so you agree she's cognitively impaired. Regina George was the villain of that movie. Okay. Then this is in the live chat replay of Jen's video, I'm guessing, where she was talking about Alyssa. Oh, no. The above image is from the live chat of Jen's premiere of her video about Gabby when she is speaking about Alyssa in the very beginning. And she says she is getting her GED all. So, the helmet comments. For important context, many people who with serious physical and mental disorders or impairments wear what's called a protective helmet to try to protect against harming themselves accidentally in any number of situations that would be caused by their disability, disorder, or impairment. There has emerged a pattern of helmet being used as a stereotype against many different disabled people, implying that the wearing of a protective helmet indicates mental handicap, despite the fact that many people with different disorders, even those not related to cognitive ability, would benefit from wearing a helmet. Since this is a slang language, it is much more difficult to provide sources, but here are some, mostly Urban Dictionary. Sorry. I'm not going to go through the sources. As soon as I saw the comment, I understood it. I got it. It clicked. Anyways, and she has even tweeted out that's the very specific helmet. So, let's get into it. Also, like this person said, a lot of people with different disorders, even those not related to cognitive ability, would benefit from wearing a helmet. This is also just adding stigma to that particular kind of helmet. There are children who are born with malformed skulls or something like that, and they need to wear a helmet to help shape their head properly. If you are saying that every person who requires that type of protective helmet or shaping helmet is cognitively disabled, then you're adding to a stigma that is unnecessary. Like, it's fucking gross. Like, I don't have any other words. For real, I think a lot of the muckers need helmets. If you don't know, muckers are what Adam calls his fan base. That screenshot he showed is a troll who has harassed me all week so far, going so far as to create Reddit posts, which he apologized for. So this is great investigative work on his part. What do we expect from the helmet muckers? Okay, I'm gotten to the point now where I'm like, if somebody's harassing you, post the proof. Because criticism and asking for clarification, even if you think it's stupid that people are doing that, that's not what I would call harsh. That's not what I would call harassment. That's not what I call hate. If you can't handle the criticism, turn off the comments. Or put the fucking phone down, girl. Like, you are the only one carrying this torch. It's fucking weird. The only one involved that is continued to carry this torch. For what? For a little bit of attention? Did it feel good? Christ. Dude, try harder. It should not be that evident that you were trolling for yourself and talking to yourself. Where is your helmet? Does your mom have your... We already read that one. And you dropped your crown king, like we said. Particular form of helmet. Then she posted this after, I believe this was after Adam posted his video, and she said, OMG, who fucking cares? And doubled down. Here, king, you dropped your crown. Listen, I don't care if you think I'm ableist. Insane statement. Insane statement. That's crazy. Really? Seriously? Christ. I just hope Alyssa can find a helmet bit. Girl, Jen, I've seen other tweets you made about Alyssa's body. Honey, sweetie, baby toots. You ain't a prize. Let's not cast stones. Okay? Okay? Maybe one with a big helmet big enough, honestly, maybe one with Wi-Fi, so she can make hella music at the drop of a helmet. I just don't like... Christ. Can I say inhaler on here, or is that bad? I don't know. In response to people criticizing the use of the term helmet in relation to insulting a group of people you disagree with or are calling stupid. Yeah. Comments on Alyssa's gender identity. Now, I'm not comfortable enough to outright label these as transphobic because I truly don't know enough, nor have I seen enough to believe that Jen meant this in a transphobic manner. I believe she was using Alyssa's trans identity as a weapon against her, the way she was using everything against Alyssa because Alyssa was extremely harmful to her. However, I don't understand the point of pointing this out or drawing attention to this if not to make fun of Alyssa's identity in some way. And again, I don't want it to come across like I'm defending Alyssa because I'm not. I think she has done horrible things and that's unacceptable. But Alyssa is not the only person who has identified as non-binary. And I believe that, of course, Alyssa changed her mind narrative is harmful in perpetuating that being trans or non-binary is just a phase. Please note that Alyssa still uses she, they on their Twitter account, not that gender equals pronouns. However, that these are the same pronouns that Alyssa used at the time when they were identifying publicly as non-binary or neurogender. I don't know what the fuck that is. Siri. I'm Siri. So she's not trans anymore, which, like, I can't say I didn't see this coming. I do know that Alyssa weaponized their identity against people at that time period. During that time period, she, when people wouldn't know what her, Alyssa's pronouns were, and they would just assume and say she would come out and call them transphobes and attack them. So this is the root of that. I don't think it's. I get it. Like, I get it, but I also don't really understand why it's like necessary. Also, aren't you friends with Kodee Tyler? Didn't they used to go by the or like okay, okay, okay. Oh look, Kodee Tyler. Speak of the devil and they shall appear. She was trans back in the day, insisted on different pronouns. You just called her a woman, and it's responding to Adam McIntyre. And a bunch of these things have been responding to Adam McIntyre. I don't know if she's just replying to everything Adam McIntyre is saying. Like, girl, maybe it's time to find a hobby. Like, hobbies, girl. Hobbies. Jesus. Kodee Tyler doll. This is on Facebook. The above comment is from Jen's public Facebook page. Facebook? My God. So we've consulted the old scrolls. Like, Kodee Tyler. Why is she even mentioning you? We never forgot how she pretended to be transgender for clicks. That's not. I don't like that narrative. Like, Kodee, maybe you should just like shut up. Also, you, Jen. Maybe you should both just shut the fuck up. You ever thought about that? Ever think about that? Like, how about that? Have you ever think about that? Like, honestly, you ever tried just shutting the fuck up? Damn. Kodee Tyler is your friend. Like, what? And then some random person said, tags Kodee. That part, just her voice makes my skin crawl. I mean, Alyssa is a bad person, so. Comments about appearance and weight. Again, I understand that Alyssa has done terrible shit to Jen, and so I do believe that aggression slash harassment. Well, so I do believe that aggression slash harassment is justified to some extent. However, it just isn't against Alyssa. The first one is about Nicholas DeOrio. It's a cold day in hell before I defend that man. Sorry, girl. Sorry. Ultimate rape review, Nicholas DeOrio. He is a fat fuck. Sorry. And he is fucking ugly. Both of those things are accurate. And it would be cold, like I said, cold day in fucking hell. Cold day in hell. The remaining seem to be directed towards or referencing Alyssa because many tweets at this point have been deleted. It's impossible to see who she was talking to in every circumstance. However, she uses the same rhetoric slash comments repeatedly towards Alyssa. Similarly to the comments about Alyssa being cognitively impaired and taking remedial classes. Check your Jesus Christ. What? Check your insulin resistance. Don't try to check me. Jen, I remember seeing a video on your channel that was talking about ageism and how the title was "It's Not Cute." Do you think fat phobia is even like you're a fucking nurse? You know that diabetes has more to do with genetics and your hereditary history than your weight. Can we like? You don't need to, girl. Like, we don't need to be include random. Girl, Got your fat shit rocked. I mean, I don't care. She said that. I'm not a pearl clutcher, like I said. But I do find it ironic. Like I said, Jen, maybe we should, I don't know. Those in glass houses probably shouldn't throw stones. Alyssa is clearly larger than me at her tender little age. Okay. Is there something wrong with that? Like, is there something wrong with being bigger? I grew up overweight. I said in a recent video, I at 16, I was my biggest. I was 320 pounds. Very overweight for a large majority of my life. Is there something wrong with that? Does being bigger make you less than? Or are you just insecure about your own size? I don't. All that youth and somehow you're still aging in dog years. I mean, I don't really care about that. Like a candle that got left in a hot car, LMAO. I mean, I don't like. Enough arguing with me and get to work. I want to see this video. Fan account. Please stop putting that melted potato on my timeline. I mean, it's just not. I mean, comparing her body to melted apples. I'm guessing it's like clay or something. And somebody responds, God, this is exhausting. Christ. Comments toward. Oh, I need a drink. All right, comments towards Adam. I personally don't believe Adam handled the cinch. I personally don't believe Adam handled the situation with Jen correctly or with as much tact as he should have. I agree that continuing to comment on it is probably not advancing anything further, and there is not much that can be added. However, some of the comments that Jen was liking were comparing Adam to Gabby Hanna. Are you are you off your rocker? Like, are you going through like isolation sickness or something? Sitting alone in your house, girl. Like okay. Comparing Adam to Gabby Hanna or insinuating that he was just as bad as Colleen or Josh with David Evans. So now you're comparing a victim to their abuser. Okay. Well, we can both do that. You're crashing out, doubling down on your disgusting, deplorable behavior, manically posting on social media. Who the fuck does that sound like? I'm sorry. That would be Gabby Hanna. Pot kettle. There they are. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I understand that Jen does not equal her commenters, but there were over 100 comments I could see before I decided to go outside and touch grass. I'm glad that you took a break, sweetie, because there's a lot that were outright saying that Adam was not the victim. Jesus, are we? Are, what? Adam was not the victim. Are you high? That he deserved what calling? Oh my god. Oh my god. Saying that he deserved what Colleen had done to him. So saying that he had deserved to be groomed as a minor. Okay, cool. The fuck is wrong? Like, that he's just as bad as Colleen Gabby. That's just show me the receipts of that, because I watch a lot of Adam's videos. There are times where we disagree, and that's fine. I don't need to agree with everybody all the time. I don't see what you're saying at all. It's fucking ridiculous. I, that he is a mini Colleen, etc. Jesus Christ. Jen has said nothing about these comments the same way I think that Adam should speak out about anyone harassing Jen. I mean, he did say to not do that in his response. Maybe he should, I mean, I'm pretty sure he did say so again in his video responding to this doc. So, I mean, like, yeah, we can go back and rehash the past over and over and over and over again. And I'm pretty like I'm sure if you went and talked to Adam McIntyre today, right now, and say, "Oh yeah, you could have made a community post while you were at VidCon. You could have handled the apology better." I'm sure he would say, "Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. What do you want me to do about it? We can't go back and change the fucking past. All we can do is move forward, and we have to move on. If you can't move on, move through it. Like, deal with it. I don't understand this fixation. It's fucking weird. I think Jen should speak out about the numerous comments outright victim blaming Adam. It's gross. I also understand that liking comments does not always equal 100% endorsing them, but liking or commenting in support of a victim blaming comment without denouncing the victim blaming, it doesn't feel right. I mean, especially if they're on your video. I mean, it's not like you're just like liking tweets that you're scrolling by in your feed. You chose, like, I would say it about anyone making recurrent comments about a victim, regardless if they were Adam or not. So please don't take this as me being on Adam's side in an internet conflict. Adam happens to be the subject because he happens to be the victim being spoken about in these comments. Again, this is not intended to defend Adam. This is not even about Adam. This is about Jen speaking this way about victims. The fact that someone stand Colleen Ballinger. Vanilla bread. Okay, well, you're friends with Kodee Tyler, who was a stan of Colleen Ballinger as an adult. Adam stan Colleen Ballinger as, I think his started around like what, like 12, 11 or 12 years old. Kodee was 31 years ago. Are you that this is insane. Also, so a lot of the comments, this is why I wanted to make the timeline, because a lot of the comments being made are a long time ago. So for real, I think a lot of the muckers need helmets. That was posted a day after Adam responded. July 15th, that was later on. These are new. This is July 15th, a month ago almost. Now it's August 10th at time of filming. These are all new. So the fact that someone stand Colleen Ballinger, vanilla bread, That was on June 6th. So before Jen even made her video exposing everything with Gabby Hanna and addressing Adam, he was making comments like this. This is June 6th. Like I said, Adam's deleted video on Alyssa was between June 3rd and June 5th. Evangelina's video was on June 5th. This comment, this subtweet at Adam was June 6th. Is there something wrong with your direct message button, Jen? Could you not have just messaged Adam? Like, also, just in case we say that Jen liking comments does not mean she agrees with them. I was in his live stream. I don't recall him ever saying you were bullying and harassing him. Did I miss a chapter? He said the stuff Jen Dent and her followers have been doing multiple times. And check the hearted liked comments. Oh, so okay, so he heard her out just like Gabby needed to hear out Jesse's abuser. Just saying that's what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? That's fucking like that. That's a level of mental gymnastics that. What? What? Abuse. Also, Jesse's abuser. Say it. Jesse's rapist. A rapist is the same as somebody who harassed somebody online that he didn't even know had happened. So knowing that this person has raped a friend of yours and listening to them out in person is the same as listening to somebody that you had never heard of in your entire life, that you had no clue had done any of this. That's the same thing? Eat shit. It's the knowing an apology was due and turning it into whatever that was in the video. Either give one or don't. Don't turn it into I did something to you, so you are going to apologize, but make sure I know and everyone else knows that I should not have done this or should not have said that. The focus is completely ripped away from what actually happened. Who set that system up? And suddenly now I get addressed, and this is actually a serious ass topic, gets some attention after 6 years, but I was unfair. I was unfair. Did you hear that I was unfair? Because I was totally unfair. I was absolutely unfair, and we need to... Oh, girl. He made his video after you were making these comments. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Like I said, rules for thee, not for me. This is bullshit. The fuck are you talking about? You got your apology. You got it. Okay, you don't accept it. You don't forgive him. Cool. Said and done. Move on, girl. Move on. The fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. Girl, he said he made a mistake, but really focused on my reaction and what I said. You seem pretty fixated on him. Clearly you have a problem with him. And also, I understand you were triggered by the video, but you were bitchy about Adam. Let's not act like you weren't. I didn't call you out for it in the moment. I disagreed with you. I'm pretty sure I added an editor's note, but I did not. I didn't agree with what you were saying. I didn't. And you were snarky. Adam McIntyre, in his infinite wisdom. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Like, if you want this fire to go out, stop adding logs to it, Jen. Like, it's like, I don't understand. This is ridiculous at this point. Like, and honestly, in his video, one statement of him thinking I was unfair would have been enough. But he said it. Girl, he's allowed to talk about his experience and his opinion and his prerogative. Why are you allowed to? And fighting everybody because you want to get your story out there, your opinion out there, but he can't. That's his opinion on the matter. That's how he feels. We've listened to your feelings on a lot of these matters. We've listened to you. We've given you a lot of grace. I've given you a lot of grace. What the fuck are you talking about? You need to get over it. I don't know, like, maybe, and just maybe, if you think or you feel that a 23-year-old who is 27 years your junior is responding immaturely to you, it's probably because they're a 23-year-old who's 27 years your junior. Doesn't even have a fully developed brain. I'm not trying to be ageist towards you, Jen, and I'm not trying to be infantilize Adam. He's grown. But at the same time, if you're expecting something, you are going to be let down. Expectations are just premeditated resentments. And you have turned it into much more than a resentment. It is like a full-on harassment campaign. Like, I don't know what the... Girl, it's a lot. It's a lot. But he said it enough times to that it is what his followers became fixated on and continue. Okay, well, that's not Adam's fault. Just because he doesn't control his audience, and he's allowed to say that he doesn't feel like you were fair to him. Just like you were allowed to say that you didn't feel like he did enough research. Which, before I did my video, I looked up Alyssa's name on Reddit. And I tried to do, I wanted to see if there was a mega thread or super thread. There was nothing. I scrolled. I looked up Alyssa Perrine. I didn't find much. Yes, I could have looked through Alyssa's canon of videos, but and he could have. Yeah, like, he could have. What now? Like, it's just like, okay. And his followers became fixated and continued to post in my comments. Okay, turn them off. Ignore them. Turn the phone off. Like, I'm so sick and tired of this, honestly. Like, at first I was giving you grace. I was getting frustrated with people just going to your comment sections. But at one point or another, you need to just, like, either turn the phone off, stop responding, or ignore it. Because it's not going to stop if you keep on feeding the flames. Like, it's... You need to post in my comments. It's all stupid. I don't like any of it. I find it all unnecessary, but it really stems from. Do you? Do you? Because I'm kind of having trouble believing that at this point. Stems from someone not being able to just say in a 2 minute sentence, in a 2 minute sentence, maybe she meant post or 2 sentence post or 2 minute video. I don't know. Hey, I was wrong. Totally made a mistake, y'all. Need to clear it up. Um, he did. You just aren't satisfied with that. He did. It's not hard at all. I have done it without making a story. Girl, I mean, like, you're exhausting me. You're exhausting me. You're an exhausting person, quite frankly. I think, girl, I don't care. Here is a comment on Jen's short addressing how others were saying she was bullying Adam. I don't agree with. Uh, Depends on what we're talking about. I don't think her videos were a bullying Adam. That's not how I would classify them. Criticism, harsh, snarky, little bitchy, sure. Bullying, no. All the comments I've seen since about helmets and coming for Adam and calling him king, like, okay, you're getting there. You definitely are. Commenter, I think people still think of Adam as a teen that Colleen was weird towards. Jen, it's time to stop leaning on that shit. He's turning into. Jen, look in the mirror. Look in a fucking mirror. He's turning into quite what he fucking hated in the first place. Really? Hmm. Okay. Adam is an adult who has responsibilities. This is true. Being a victim of grooming does not and will never excuse him from being responsible online. The same is true for Jen. And hated seems a bit reductive to me personally. Adam didn't hate Colleen. Adam was abused by Colleen. Yeah, it's a lot more complex than that. As you should know, because you were friends with Gabby. I don't know if what you're trying to do is foster an audience that just hates Adam, but that's weird. Like it's weird. Jen likes in response to a comment just outright blaming Adam for the harassment he's received online. He acts like he's the only victim in the. Oh, God, ridiculous. He acts like he's the only victim in the world. He's the only one that can talk about. No, he doesn't act like that at all. He never does. He's platformed quite a few other people responding to their coverage of Colleen and the Joshua David Evans situation. Uh, he's the only one who can be harassed and hated online. He's the only allowed to side against victims and platform abusers, but crashed out when someone else accidentally platformed someone that didn't even directly hurt him. Johnny Silvestri hurt every single person attached to that story because he made it all about him and the fact that he lied and stole his story. What are you talking about? First of all, check yourself. Second of all, 3 years ago? 3 years ago? We're all, what? And since Adam has come out and apologized for that and addressed it. So I don't. It's not a coincidence that all these things are happening all the same, all at the same time, and he's in all these shots. My God, I'm just not reading them because they're from random fucking people. I hope his time has finally come on YouTube. I would love if Jen were the catalyst for bringing him down because channels like him are extremely harmful. This person even says, who cares if Adam had his feelings hurt? Truly, he platformed an abuser and fucked up. And look what Jen is. Oh my God, look what Jen is having to go through. Jen, what you're going through is a choice. You're choosing to look at your comment sections. You're choosing to post on Twitter, go back and forth with people. These are choices. And I'm not even reading the... Jen says this. Truly, I'm fucking sick of it. To a comment that says, I hope Adam's time has finally come on YouTube, and I would love if Jen were the catalyst for bringing him down because channels like him are extremely harmful. Jen says this. Truly, I'm fucking sick of it. I do not care who says what at this point. I know what I know, how I feel, and I'm not new here. I'm sick of sitting and swallowing this shit. I have not seen you do that since being introduced to you. Quite frankly, you have not shut up. The blatant disregard and honestly blatant disrespect, my opinion is not going to change based on the blatant disrespect. Girl, where do you get off? Who do you think you are? The Queen of fucking Sheba? Like, seriously, who the fuck do you think you are? Oh, we all need to hail down at the altar of Jen Dent. Oh my God. Girl, miss me with the fucking bullshit. What the fuck? Like, you are... What the fuck? Like, my opinion is not going to change based on the way people online feel about it. It's my story, my truth, and I'm not going to be bullied and changing my public statement because, no, this isn't how I feel. Okay. Cool. Do you want a cookie? Like, I don't... What do you need to move on from this? Like, I'm willing to ship you some Oreos. Like, do you want a blue ribbon? Like, I don't get it. You want a red balloon, girl? Like, this commenter in particular has a history, so I'm inclined to take their meaning as harmfully as possible. I'm not even going to... It doesn't even look like Jen was responding to it. I'm just not... like... Jen also comparing him to Gabby. My God. It was absolutely Gabby behavior. There, I said it. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. This is. Existing in comment sections. Going back and forth with random ass fucking people. Manically posting on every platform. Jen. Pull yourself together. There, I said it. I said it just now. Everyone take a screenshot. Like, you're embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself. This is cringe as fuck. Like, ew. It was pretty much textbook on how she handles... No, it wasn't. It just wasn't. If you can say shit, I can just say shit. It wasn't. It wasn't. I'm not even, like... We've already read that comment. And Jen Dent screenshots that somebody comparing Adam to Gabby. In the video that was talking about how Joshua David Evans, the ex-husband of the person who groomed Adam, was threatening him. I believe that's the video. And by the way, this was on June 10th. Adam's deleted video on Alyssa between June 3rd and 5th. He did not respond until July 4th. That is when he said that it was not fair what Jen was doing and saying. So when you're going off Jen talking about how he fixated on it wasn't fair, you're comparing him to Gabby Hanna. Do you think that your shit doesn't stink? Because goddamn, do it ever. What that smell? It smells like BBL air in here. It smells disgusting. 10 pounds of bounce that ass. Girl, you smell, it smells like shit. Girl, like, LMFAO, like, Adam, devoid of talent, so badly wanted a fan name like the other YouTubers rather than write scripts or learn to. He got, like, why do we need to write scripts or learn to edit? Adam has edited his videos before. What? A name for his YouTube? I'm pretty sure that's just an Irish word. Do you have an issue with people using their native tongue that was stolen from them through an attempted genocide? Do you have a problem with that? Do you? Fuck off. Like, he got more celebrity cutouts for the background and started opening his videos with "Hey muckers, the lemmings followed." They bought tickets to watch him complain about dramas that he largely made himself. Like, Adam posts all the fucking time on a ton of different subjects. This is fucking weird. Like, Jen, this is the audience and this is you liked this comment? Really? And you're talking about how Adam's liking comments about you not being fair? Like, they bought tickets to what? My God. YouTube videos on the screen to react to. He is never aging, baby, and above reproach. Jen, you're acting like a child. At 52, you're acting like a child. You're throwing a temper tantrum because you didn't get your way. Somebody didn't apologize to you correctly. Oh. Do you need a blankie? Would you like a soother? Get a fucking journal. She likes this comment and says, literally no growth. Same shit, wash and repeat. Jen. Bro. Thread. Adam has been babied his entire internet. Jesus Christ. Really? His entire internet life. So in 2020, when he initially came out against Colleen, and she organized a hate and harassment campaign against him, led by your friend Kodee Tyler. And for 3 years, he faced backlash for it. Was that him being babied? He didn't receive that vindication for 3 years until Kodee Rants got kicked out of Colleen's fandom and came out against her. Your friend, Kodee Tyler, who was in group chats with minors making sexual fan fictions about with minors in them. Like, girl. And Adam's crime here is reacting to Alyssa's video. God damn. Has a punishment ever not fit a crime? Damn. Adam has been babied his entire internet life. That's a joke. So don't expect him to say a word. He only speaks up about something when it affects his life. Okay, everyone. This is just not true. Like, and we can go through Adam's videos right now. Right now. Worst apology ever. That is an apology that has to do with Paige Christie, which we're going to be talking about today. Paige Christie calls out Spence. That's about Paige Christie and something that happened to her. Racism that she faced by Spence. The EA buyout is 100% complete. Adam is not a Sims YouTube creator. Like, I'm sure he's probably might have played it once or twice or a few times, but that's not what he does. Perez Hilton's live stream. Speaking in support of Perez Hilton, I don't think he was in LA or in Miami with Perez being affected by whatever went on with Perez. Ariana Grande, not affected by that. Hila Klein called out by a model, not affected by that. Trisha Paytas slams Shane Dawson, not affected by that. Like, it's just laughable at this point. Honestly, it is. It's fuck everyone else. I won't apologize for why either. He is not likable. He is not the likable little Irish kid that everyone thinks he is. Okay, loser. Like, and what was the point of including Irish? What was the point? I would like you to explain. I would. Explain it, please. Quickly. Twat. And Jen has the nerve to like this comment. This is on June 8th, so like a couple days after Adam posted the video with Alyssa. Making a video, had already broadcast a live video to an audience defending her, waited a day, and posted the recording to YouTube without researching it. And as soon as he was informed otherwise, he deleted the video. So what now? What do you want from what do you want? What do you want? What do you want, Jen? What do you want from him? Like, honestly, I don't get it. My God. Like, I was being warned that the Adam McIntyre. What's your problem with Adam? What is your issue with him? I seriously don't get it. It's weird. It's strange. Evangelina posted a video too. a lot of people posted a video. Evangelina's video is still up. I'm confused. Also, Alyssa responded to that video poorly, sure, but I don't think the fact that she was also a perpetrator takes away from the fact that there is a level of victimization that happened at the hands of Gabby Hanna. Yes, Alyssa was responsible for their actions as an adult, but also they were being manipulated to think that way by somebody else. Because if Gabby Hanna is this great big villain, this manipulative abuser, then we have to also acknowledge that what happened within her fandom was not okay. Right? No? Like, like I was being warned that the Adam McIntyre was putting out a video that and sympathized with her so much that it was unwatchable by the general public who even no that's just not true. I watched that video a couple hours after it was posted. In the moment, I had a different take than Adam, but the only reason I didn't react to that video is because I didn't want to scrutinize a victim. That's why I didn't cover it initially until Jen posted her video. I understand why Adam didn't want to scrutinize a victim, especially as a victim who's been extremely scrutinized, even currently by you. So he's talking about. I will be glad to answer that question. He has a channel with over 500,000 subscribers. He continues to recycle content on us all the time, using the same stuff over and over. Well, Jen, I know that you are a part of the Gabby Hanna story, but to be honest, you aren't mentioned that much in a lot of the videos. And I don't remember any photos of you being used or any videos of you being used. So I don't blame Adam for not remembering who you were. Sorry. He continues to recycle the content on us all the time, using the same stuff over and over. Just like, yeah, he has revisited what Gabby Hanna has done due to the fact that Gabby Hanna keeps on coming back and trying to rewrite history. Do you not remember the past 5 years? So if he wants to use our stories, girl, I don't think he's ever reacting to your videos until the one you made about recently. So I don't. If you're speaking, if you speaking with Jessie and speaking for her, like I don't know. And then Hello Leash puts don't dox the ABQ. That is reference to Alyssa. So that's not about Adam. And then Jen Dent says that VidCon shit is old too. He was busier than me with 17. Girl, good for you. Like I have the utmost respect for you that you are a nurse. He was on vacation, girl. He wasn't responding to anything. I agree. He could have made a community post. He could have. He didn't. What now? Like, what now? Would you like him to hop in a time machine and go back and change the past? I understand that we like I understand that sure Adam could be should have been criticized or deserved some criticism, but the level of the level that you're taking it to is inappropriate. And Adam's right. It's not fair. You were not fair. You have not been fair. This is from the same live premiere of Hello Alicia's video on Adam's apology, which is the same live chat where Jen says not to talk shit about Kodee. Okay. But platforming Alyssa, that's the end of the world. And if you're triggered by that, all of the entire moon and stars need to fall from the sky, and the world needs to stop spinning on its axis so we can all address it and deal with it. But if Adam is triggered by your friendship with Kodee Tyler, he can just fuck off, right? Girl. I'm not reading this random person's comment. Jen says, I don't like his attitude, and he seems as though he is heading in the direction of believing that he is untouchable and no one can call him out on anything. No, Jen, he just didn't think that you calling him out in this particular instance and the way that you were doing it was fair. That's all he said. And he actually did offer you an apology. And he corrected himself. What you wanted from him was to take down the video, correct it, and apologize. He's done all of those things. You just don't think they're adequate enough. That's on you, girl. That's on you. You're going to have to move on, deal with it, figure it out, get a hobby. I don't know. Figure it the fuck out. It's fucking weird. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. I will continue to stand up for myself. Jesus Christ. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead. And for those people who want to place blame on me for anything, they can just worry about it as much as they need until they get over it. Because girl, as soon as I make this video, I'm gonna go watch some TV and go to bed. I'm not gonna think about you. And honestly, when it uploads, I don't give a fuck if you see it or not. I'm gonna be tagging you in it, so, and you're subscribed to me, so I'm guessing you'll see it. They can just worry about it, oh, whatever, because I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with people. That's all you've done for months now, for literal months. You've been going on since the beginning of June. We're now almost in the middle of August. Girl, find a hobby. Maybe rob bitchy Christie in her fucking crystal cathedral in her backyard can teach you some pottery or something. I don't know. Maybe you guys can have a ghost moment. Figure it out, girl. Go back and forth with people who constantly gaslight me. That's all you've done for 2.5 months. If he wants to be a big YouTuber, then he needs to learn some responsibility. I mean, yeah, sure he does, but also, like, you don't get to dictate that. You also don't get to control people's reactions. You just get to control your actions. Your actions have not been great. They've actually been really shitty, Jen. That's just how it is. I'm not the only one saying it, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. So, friendship with Kodee Tyler. God forbid. I'm going to need a drink first. So, this next part has to do with Jen's friendship with Kodee Tyler. And I looked through the part afterwards, and it says it's titled Other Things, not necessarily the worst things in the world that are still strange to me. I don't know, these might be a little nitpicky. TBH, they are. I skimmed through them. Either nitpicky, pro clutchy, or things I don't give a fuck about. Like, I just don't care. I call people bitches all the time, girl. I'm not gonna pro clutch about Jen calling somebody a bitch. Sorry. Especially if they're acting like a bitch. So, friendship with Kodee Tyler. This is one of the worst to me because of what Kodee... Same. If the big so-called crime that Adam committed is platforming Alyssa, which was just reacting to her video, which wasn't even full of lies, like, it, just because it was a lie by omission doesn't mean what she said wasn't factual, or what Alyssa said wasn't factual. That was accurate to how Gabby Hanna interacted with her fandom. Alyssa just was not upfront with their part in it and how they were responsible for a lot of things. That's the issue. That's the crime that Adam committed. Listening to somebody who claimed they were a victim, and he heard them out. Okay? You knowingly have a friendship with this person who is the equivalent of Alyssa in a different fandom. A friendship with them. So now I'm wondering, is this why you have such a problem with Adam? Because it's weird. It's fucking weird. And the rules for me, not for thee, or rules for thee, not for me bullshit is fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. When I found this out yesterday, my jaw dropped to the fucking floor. Are you kidding me? You've not shut up for 2 months about this boy platforming Alyssa and your friends with the person who is the equivalent of Alyssa in Adam's story. Jesus fuck. Oh my god. Wow. In her comments, people are downplaying her cancellation as just being canceled for writing explicit fan fiction. She's actively playing into this. It's clear that she actually hasn't changed. I doubt she ever will. She's a miserable person. And I'm not afraid to admit that I'm biased. I dislike Kodee because of the way she talks about someone who she discredited actively to his own abuser, and led a harassment campaign against what, like a 17-year-old. Wow, Jen, really great company you're keeping, huh? I understand that she and Dent have been friends or acquaintances for a while, since 2019, as Jen has acknowledged. And Kodee is vocally a large supporter of Jen, but Kodee has done some nasty things to people. Wait, and this is Jen 2 days ago. Wait till they hear she made my podcast graphics in 2019. Their literal minds will melt. Yeah. Because I'm wondering where the fuck you get off holding Adam McIntyre to a standard you're not willing to meet. You fucking hypocrite. I had convinced myself it was not that bad, but I rewatched Kodee's video last night, and she is openly admitting to writing sexually violent fan fiction with children, to engaging in inappropriate group chats with children. These are children. Like, in Kodee's video, she admits to being in DMs begging Colleen to let her expose Adam McIntyre, a child, for what he did. Colleen sends a picture of child Adam McIntyre wearing lingerie, sexual material that she sent to him and pressured him into wearing over his clothes, to Kodee as proof that Adam was lying in his 2020 video, trying to discredit a victim. And Kodee, in her 2023 video, posts that picture of child Adam McIntyre without his consent or a heads up. I don't even think Kodee gave Adam a heads up that she was making the video. And she only made the video because Corey blocked her. She claims that she was only talking shit about Adam to Corey and Colleen to get them to believe she was on their side when she actually wasn't, to make them apologize, trying to claim she was some sort of like double agent. Except this isn't true, because never once in their conversations is an apology even close to mentioned. This video she makes where she obfuscates and lies about her intentions as a grown adult at the time, trashing and harassing a child. I'm a firm believer that people can atone and change their actions. Kodee hasn't given a genuine apology, however, and she hasn't shown genuine remorse for her actions. She misrepresented her actions in the video about leaving Colleen's fandom. She skirted blame and accountability. She insinuated that Trent Ballinger was not responsible for robbing into the DMs of minors to sexually harass them because he has autism. Gross. That's not how that works. Sorry. She deplatformed herself, just returned 6 months later, and continues to make content to this day. Now she feels comfortable enough talking about Adam to Jen semi-publicly. So Jen Dent tags Kodee. I just cussed that mongrel up one side and down the other and said I won't be back. This person will eternally be on the astronomical level of factory. I don't even know what that's about. Kodee Tyler, she's tagging her, showing her some posts, and Jen Dent said, Kodee Tyler says to Jen Dent, "Not Adam making a video about my comments, lol." Yeah, because you were a part of his abuse. You were a part of his victimization. And you felt it was right to come for Alyssa. Maybe that those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones? Fucking weirdo. And then Jen Dent says, he best check his shit with me. So when Adam said that you weren't being fair, maybe he was talking about all of this. Jen Dent, he basically defended her, or this is what Kodee's saying to Jen. He basically defended her and made a reply showing the evidence of her literally forging your signature because she is a criminal, and since he is so obsessed with me, he might. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Kodee. Oh my god. Oh my god. Girl, get a fucking life. Get a life. You clearly, you are so lonely and miserable that you need to be doing this shit online. This is what gives you purpose in life? Really? Have you ever tried finding some friends? Going outside in the real world? Maybe? You're a fucking loser. Absolutely nobody, not a single soul is obsessed with you. Evidenced by the fact that you clearly have like 3 friends? I don't know. Like, girl, I don't care. like blah 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 blah. So this is the comment here. So people are talking about Kodee because she's commenting in Jen's live things, and Jen says, "I don't tolerate people talking shit to Kodee, just FYI." So you're defending Kodee. Right. And Adam's crime was platforming and defending Alyssa? Wow. Who do you think you are? I'm really wondering. Who do you think you are? That you get to do whatever the fuck you want and expect the world of everybody else? Like, I'm confused. She banned the person. Kodee says thank you. They can sit and think about it for a moment. Kodee's talking about Adam. Like, I think you've lost the right to talk about Adam McIntyre, Kodee. I think you should probably just shut the fuck up and sit down and go back to your fucking stupid ass fucking Kodee Reed's channel and mind your fucking business. You fucking troll. You're a fucking loser, dude. I don't tolerate people talking shit to Kodee just FYI. Like, ew. You're weird. You're weird. You're fucking weird. Kodee Reed saying, I'd go to war for you any day, Jen. Love you. Fucking weirdo. Kodee is super sweet to me. So you only care if people are nice to you. Really? Was Curtis nice to Gabby? I'm sure Curtis was sweet to Gabby. Do you not see the double standard there? Because you have a problem with Gabby hearing Curtis out, right? I'm sure Gabby could have said, well, Curtis has always been nice to me. Curtis has never raped me. Jesse, Curtis's friends never didn't rape you. You have a problem with that statement, right? Eat shit, Jen. Eat shit. Like I said, I went into this when I saw Adam's video, I said out loud, I'm not getting involved until I started to see this shit. Eat shit. I don't care. Like, Kodee and Jen are friends. If you want to go look at the fucking doc, you can go look at the doc. And then there's just other nitpicky shit. Pearl clutchy shit that I don't care about fuck about. Alright, I lied. Yapped for long enough in this part. I am going to be addressing the Spence and their racism and their attack on Adam and Paige Christie, but I think this deserves to be its own video. And so we're going to end it here. But before we do, I want to go to this post from Jen Dent because I thought I think it's important to read this comment. If you don't remember, there was an ex-Gabby Hanna fan who was 12 years old at the time of everything going on. The rape allegation, all of that stuff with Gracie and Gabby and Jen, everything. There was one fan who helped Jen piece everything together. And he was the one who told Jen, like, maybe you should just text Gracie, see how, like, and helped her piece together who these people were and gave her the names. His name was Prince. He is 17 now. And this is the comment that he left on Jen's post saying, fuck out of here, LMAO, after Adam exposed her for being fucking disgusting for just... And I've already talked about it. This is Prince. I trusted you. And now I have to sit with the fact that I've once again been manipulated by someone who said they were going to do the right thing. You don't care about the people Gabby's hurt. You just wanted to get validation from the internet. And when you got that validation, it still wasn't enough. You claim to want Gabby offline. We all do. But then subject your misplaced anger towards everyone else and make them your punching bag in replacement of Gabby. When the only person that has hurt you is Gabby. You've given her exactly what she's wanted from the very start. For channels to speak about you in disgust. For you to embarrass yourself and ruin the platform you've gained over the years. She stooped so low just to get that from you. And you're so vengeful and blinded by your own unhappiness that you're willingly doing it. No one will ever take my story or any ex-Stan story into consideration now because of you. I'm not saying Gabby is going to get away with how she treated you, but you lost all credibility in so many people's eyes. The ableism helmet remark is deeply disgusting too, and the way you speak about people in general is just as vile and appalling, especially with your background as a nurse. How would you feel if someone spoke about Jesse's son like that? Good point. All good points. Great points so far. It's horrible. I know you have so much time on your hands now that you quit your job, but I wish you had genuine people to tell you to stop and reflect on what you're doing. You're grown, acting like a child. I'm 18, handling the Gabby situation much better than you are. Let that sink in, Jen. Adam is barely in his 20s and he's handling this situation far better than you. If that ain't the truth. He shouldn't have to. That's the thing with you and Gabby. You two want people to only view things with the perspective that you two spread to the listener. And if they don't, or they don't know all the background history, they get harassed and sent hint mobs, and then subjected to you guys acting like you're too wise / perfect to give an apology. I'm disgusted because I would expect this from Gabby, not you, Jen. Tell him on the mount, Prince. I've had my experiences with Alyssa, and I do believe Alyssa should take accountability for several things. But to say they're just as bad as Gabby while you're happily friends with Kodee, who is worse, is astonishing. People have informed you about this since the day you posted your initial video about Alyssa and Kodee was in Alyssa's comments. You intentionally ignored everyone, and now you're boasting on Twitter about how you've known Kodee since 2019. You don't care about Kodee's behavior because you're not being subjected to it. That's very telling. If Alyssa was writing sexual fan fictions about you, like Kodee did, to their own admission, with the names of minors, I highly doubt, sexual fan fiction, by the way, I highly doubt you would be okay with that. There is no false narrative being spread about you. The Google Doc shown in Adam's video is filled with your own words. To the brim. Disgusting, deplorable words. If you didn't want to be held accountable, don't create avoidable situations. Just to act dense when called out. It's not hard. When you're different from Gabby and you're not different from Gabby, and I'm appalled that you've spent so much time trying to make yourself look like a saint while you're simultaneously saying ableist things on Twitter. You evidently are the nightmare. If you're not going to own up to what you've said and done and do better going forward, just leave YouTube. You have shown who you really are. And I think that is a perfect place to leave it. I don't think I could put it better or more succinct. Once again, that young man continues to impress me. And Jen, all you've done today is disgust me. Good job.